One is getting people to start thinking about telling the generative AI to solve problems for them, as opposed to asking it questions, and start thinking about how to use it to solve problems as opposed to using it to, appear to do an internet search. So I think that's step one. I think step two is getting people away from the idea of using it to generate an answer for them, and instead using it to support their decision making or problem solving or work. And I think there's a very different sort of style. Like when you're thinking about giving an answer, it's like write the email. If you're thinking about how do I use it to support me and work, you start thinking about, okay, I've got an email. Let me sort of analyze it to try to think through the perspective of the other person. What might be their motivations? What is their company? What is the area? What are their concerns in this space? How might they be doing this? What are different ways that I could present this information and explain it back to them and communicate my points while also being sensitive to theirs? And then it becomes a completely different world where you're using computation to help you think through this interaction with this other person. And the end goal is to write an email that's better than you could have written before, not to have AI write you a bad version that you go and maybe like edit some or decide is terrible and throw away. Like the goal is really to inform your thinking and use it in a different way. But it requires a very different sort of approach to generative AI. Is getting away from that. It's going to give me the answer to it's something that I'm working with to help me arrive at a better answer.